You are listening to The Art of Sales. Everyone sells every day, and this is your source for conversational, real-world sales and prospecting methods that you are comfortable using and that get results. You'll help people buy instead of pushing them into being sold. Here's your host, Art Subcheck.
Oh boy, you're going to want to hear this. Today, I'm going to share something that you will absolutely want to listen carefully to, because if you don't, you could miss out on thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of income. And what I just did there was an example of what I'm talking about. And that's listening to and reacting to lean-in statements. Those are things that people say that really need to be focused on and followed up on. So here's another example. So I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I was raised there, went to college there, and other than 5 years right out of college with my first corporate job in Kansas City, I lived most of my first 50 years there. Now, Omaha also is very widely known as the hometown of Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world. So given that you know about me and where I'm from, think about how you would react to this. If I said to you, so anyway, I'm only sharing this with a couple of people, but my aunt in Omaha is good friends with Warren Buffett, and he confided in her, and this is where he said that she needs to put all of her money in the next year. Now, what would you be doing after you heard that? Well, I bet you'd probably snap to attention, right? You'd elevate your listening to a higher level. You'd zone out everything else around you. You'd lean in a little closer because you now want and must hear what is about to be said. And what caused that was the lean in statement. And you hear these with prospects and customers too, and really anyone you talk to. But do you pick up on them? And do you react to them? For example, on a call with a prospect, my ears really perked up when he said, well, here's our real problem. So I leaned forward in my seat, I turned up the volume on my headset, and I took even better notes. And then I questioned deeper with each response that he gave. And then by asking money questions, we were able to agree that his problem was costing him about $50,000 monthly. So my point here is people will often let us know when they're about to reveal their problems and their pains and their desires. They may not say, this is important, listen to it, but their words will indicate that. I mean, I wish it was always as easy as hearing the word problem. Sometimes it is. Other times we need to focus even more intently to listen between the lines. So you want to listen for the lean in words and phrases that describe pain or discomfort or dissatisfaction. Things such as, we really need to do something about that. Or we've noticed a downward trend in. It's concerning us that a trouble area is, an area of difficulty is, a dilemma we're in is, we worry about, it's a hassle when, what's frustrating is, we've been unsuccessful at, we're not satisfied with, what's disappointing is, what takes us way too much time is, it costs us too much to, we're trying to avoid. Now, notice everything they said after that, you should be leaning in and taking notes on, right? Now, on a similar note, listen for them visualizing the result of a solution. For example, what we could really use is a solution we'd like to implement would be, what we'd like to achieve is, we could show a savings from, the ideal situation would be, Well, we'd show the most benefit from. Now, of course, the best thing to do when we hear any of these is to keep them talking. Now, of course, you're listening, but you want to keep them talking so that they're drilling deeper, explaining their desire or what they're looking for. So you could just simply say things like, tell me more about that. Oh, explain that for me. Huh, interesting. Go on. So, oh really? In what way? Or how else does that affect you? Or how do you feel about that? So lean in, listen, keep them talking, and you'll find that people are actually writing your sales recommendation for you. Again, if you're listening and then keeping them talking about it. Okay, you know what time it is.
Your attitude will be iron every way, you'll never feel what they say. It's the art of the sales quote of the day.
That's right. Time for the quote of the day. And naturally, it ties into what we just talked about. So today's quote comes from Krista Tippett. And Krista says, listening is about being present, not just about being quiet. Ooh, that's good, isn't it? Listening is about being present and not just about being quiet. All right, so if you enjoyed listening to this show and all of the episodes, do a couple friends a favor. If you would, share the show site with them. Have them go to theartofsales.com, theartofsales.com. Ask them to subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed already, do so at that page with your platform of choice. And if you're on iTunes, would you please leave us a 5-star rating and a great review? I would really, really appreciate that. And also, if you haven't already, go to my blog, smartcalling.com, and download that free ebook of 501 telephone sales tips. That's smartcalling.com. All right, until next time, go out and make it your best sales day ever. I'm Art Subcheck.